Yo, 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 what's going on, y'all? It's your boy TJ Blaze. He ended up about to do a reaction thing. And what I'm about to react to is a video by helloyassine Extras talking about this random chick, Jourdin Pauline. And the name and title of this video is called Ty Lil's Disgraced Accuser Tries to Come Back. Why? Won't sound like Joe Butters. Why? But enough of me chit-chatting. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Let's see what this video is about.
The evil wicked witch of the West Coast, Jourdin Pauline, who we don't even know who she is other than being an extra on streamers and also previously rapper studio sessions. She's trying to make a comeback from accusing Ty Lil. So first I'm gonna play, she was warming it up. But first, I'm going to play you guys the first clip because keep in mind, this allegation happened in December after the Streamer Awards. She allegedly hooked up with Ty Lil and then said, no, she didn't want it, all this other stuff. And that quieted down for a little while. But on February 7th, she would come back to the internet on a live. And she would allude to this situation in this clip I'm going to play you guys right now.
April. I'm trying to perform at Coachella 2026. Guys, people keep cussing me out. Literally look down at my phone and just seeing, like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. Can we just please stop the hate? What would Jesus do? If I could do anything for anybody that's supporting me, showing me any type of love, sticking beside me, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world is filled with so much hate already. The closest people I never thought I would lose have walked away from me. We're just getting started though, guys. So they cannot stop the motion. They cannot stop the shine. They cannot take what God has already ordained that's mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we up and it's stuck. The real will prevail. And that's going to be the lesson in this whole thing. Y'all going to see it. I don't have to talk about it no more. Y'all going to see it. The real will prevail. I feel like low-key, I went through a humiliation ritual. Because, like, there's so many embarrassing clips of me. I just got to live it down. I don't want my value to be associated with the shit I did last year. I want us to just look forward to what's new. Let's do bigger and better things, you guys. Don't hold me to my past, but judge me by who I am today.
Off rip, she's talking about Coachella, performing at Coachella 2026. If God has it his way, and it is an honorable and just God, she will never perform at Coachella.
Hold on. All right. My thing is, I didn't even know she was an artist because apparently that's what she claims. I don't know any song. I don't know if she even got a popular song. Maybe it's a popular song that's on TikTok because a lot of artists are getting famous from TikTok, right? They're getting famous from TikTok. But for her, I don't know a single thing about this girl rather than she being on streams. And sometimes I didn't even realize that was her until they probably say her name or a video popped up. So this girl, it just sporadically goes to streamers because she's trying to get her recognition, right? And that's how a lot of these girls try to get their recognition. Or some of them actually have a real certain purpose. They got a certain grind, certain motives behind it. But with her, she just clip farms a lot. She's in a lot of people's videos that some people will see and still don't know who she is, but she knows she was there. She knows why she was there to get her recognition. It's crazy how some people will try to find their way, but doing what she did, that's not a good look. Definitely not. Especially trying to say, "Oh, forgive this and that." You have to forgive yourself. You have to take accountability of your actions to really make things better. But you can't erase your past. You can't at all. But when you die, everything is still there.
I will make a prayer tonight that please God do not ever allow Jourdin anywhere near a stage at Coachella. Well, when was the last time this chick even had a hit? What does she even have it? We don't even know that she record. We've never seen her record music. We've never seen a clip of her music, nothing. And she's getting hate during the stream. And you start to see the delusion where she thinks like, okay, you know, I waited it out for a couple of weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. You know, I'm not trying to be judged by what happened last year. It's like, what do you mean judge? You tried to cast judgment on somebody else. And she doesn't allude to this. She doesn't say the specific situation. So people keep bringing this up. They're on her head top. They are not playing around about her. And then she finally addresses it in the next day on another live stream, which I'm going to play for you guys right now.
So if you have some type of raging vendetta against me for me saying things out of emotions, we all say things we don't mean when we're hurt. I don't want anybody to ever think that that's something I meant. That's something I live by. That's how I feel. Like, no, I was traumatized and I was hurt. And I said some things I did not mean and I shouldn't have said. And I genuinely apologize from the bottom of my heart for those remarks. And yes, I'm gonna leave it at that. But Black people are phenomenal. It's Black History Month. We're gonna continue to break down these walls, get over these mountains.
What the hell did that even come from? For the sake and sense of accountability, you are going to talk about Black History Month? Black History Month. And not talk about the actions. Yeah, you're saying something, but is your apology sincere? For some people in this industry world, they seem like they can't take accountability. And then we realize it's half-ass apologies, right? I've seen the videos. A lot of people cover the videos of your actions because why the hell you want to say you traumatized about something that you know what you was doing? You know what you did. You know what you allowed for the person to do. That nigga entered your walls, right? Knowing that he wasn't being loyal to his girl and they could have played a certain way, right? Because he had to take accountability on his own. He did that. He made sure he did that. But you victimize yourself to be like, you didn't want to do this, you didn't want to do that, but you did anyway. And then you try to ask the man for money on top of that. So you can try to say, oh, you got to get a new phone and all this other stuff. We know the lies was there. That's why people got on your ass. There's people with that bullshit.
And do great things in this world. And, we're God ordained, we're God's people. And yeah, I'm going to just leave it at that. Okay? My kids are going to be Black. My dog is Black. I'm Black. My mama's Black. My friends are Black. I love Black people. And I love Black men. Assalamu alaikum. Let's shake them!
Oh, okay. Who is it that you apologize to? You realize that she didn't say, I apologize to this individual for what I said. No, she just says, oh yeah, I apologize for those remarks. This is somebody that is getting so much hate, which is deserved. That she deserves more than just hate, to be honest, because we're going to get into it a little bit more. And then she's talking about Black History Month. This is one of those attempts where she's trying to tie and attach herself to something bigger than her and be like, yeah, we're trying to be better. We're trying to do big things. And meanwhile, because I know some people, they've got short-term memory. They've got short-term memory loss. So they don't remember what this chick did. But let's just take her for her word, right? She apologizes. She doesn't want that associated with that person. She just said something out of emotion. Just going on live and accusing someone of a crime, which is the worst crime that you could possibly be accused of as a male, and especially as a successful male whose income is tied to how much people like him in the modern day. Oh, that's just something you say out of emotion, right? Right. And then the only reason that she's coming back is it didn't stick. So let's just say that she realized, oh my goodness, 2026 came in. I made a huge mistake. I should not have done that. And, I'm changing my ways, like she said right here. Well, why is it that when Academics was having his back and forth with Ty Lil, who Ty Lil had set Academics up to the slappening, which is one of the most contested events in hip hop. People saying, no, he lied. He did get smacked. And I don't believe the guy got smacked. The guy swung, right? Whatever. The back door that was set up, Academics would go on his live and say the following, which I'm going to play you guys this clip right now. And this is in February, mind you.
Somebody says, Ty Lil update with by the way, the girl who reached out to me, or the girl who Ty Lil had his little snafu with, reached out to me and provided me with some more information and said, and I'm gonna still stay out of it. Ty Lil, you're a backdoor ass. I want to put this out there. Ty Lil, your backdoor is gonna catch up to you. You're a very scummy individual, very low character. and usually that doesn't end well. It's very sad that you're in a position of power and a position where you could now feed your family, but your character is so low. You're still down to do the very slimy things. And oftentimes, C-Prop Joe in The Wire, it never ends well. Okay, because there's going to be a time that you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? I don't need to be friends with you, and you definitely don't need to be friends with me, right? But the low character that you have, you know, and the reason why I even brought this to light is I think you're fake. You're hiding behind this AMP Golden Boy thing, where Kai Cenat, we all know Kai Cenat, he's a pure soul, you know what I mean? At least from what I know. And you have been manipulating people that in every situation, which is multiple of them, that it comes up, you're acting like you're innocent. Oh my God, everybody's just on me. Brother, after a while, when the smoke is fire, one thing they know about me, you can say anything about me, academics ain't coming on this a lot. So maybe I'm the one to break this facade that everybody's just picking on you. And I think it's now gotten people to the point they're now revisiting things that they just blanketly believed you because they were thinking that you're just an amazing person. While there's 50 stories about you doing scummy shit. Now, I don't want to get into the nuance or whatever because I'm a man. And I do understand when you're a man and you have dealt with women, you never know how things go. And if I wasn't in that bedroom, I don't want to make definitive statements. But I will say that young woman reached out to me and she said, listen, you know, they love this mother so much and he's so manipulative. They're unwilling to believe that he's down to do some of the stuff. Now, granted, I cover that thing too. I think she was on some and maybe it was whatever, but I don't want to get into the nuance of that. But I do want to put that out there. And you know, I don't really have to give a warning to Tyler when it comes to shit like that, but he's a grown man. You know, if he could back do it, he could get his own back, right? The point is this. That young woman feels that she was not afforded even an opportunity to fully explain or for people to understand how she felt and what she was accused him of because he was a media darling.
So here we have it. This girl, Jourdin, reached out to academics trying to use academics to get into a situation with Ty Lil, saying people didn't want to hear me out. You know, I'm just getting so much hate. So clearly she saw the narrative was spinning around on Ty Lil. And I'm not changing my mind here. Ty Lil, yeah, he slimed out academics. He slimed out his boy Kai Cenat. He slimed out his mans who he set up to, or he set academics up.
I'm pause it real quick. But yeah, this shit that's going on with this dude, Ty Lil, bro. I was saying this with somebody I know personally. I'm like his character, it would show that it's some things with like he's being genuine, and then other times I feel like he personally do feel some way about his boy Fame, right? Like they got people that you just can't allow to get that power, that recognition, because they don't know what to do with it, and then they will also think that they got it on their own. So I kind of seen that trait with him a little bit. Cause even with this dude Dez, he looked like one of those niggas that he would slime somebody on some BS because he can't hold in his anger. His temperament is bad. And this is the same thing with Ty Lil. I'm thinking like there's moments I've seen where it was pure, it was genuine, like, you know, he's a hyper guy, this and that, and then I don't know, it seemed like it's some form of manipulation, because you know he's like a person that he would try to find his way to get his way as any means possible. He felt like he was obligated for everything, and then when I'm realizing now with Tyler with this whole situation, it feel like now he just want to be obligated. My nigga, Kyle don't have to be obligated to feed y'all because now y'all can find your own way to make your own revenue. That's the thing behind it. So y'all can't rely on the person that brought y'all up. He did what he did, and he don't gotta do it no more. That's the thing. But let's get back to the video.
up 4. He slimed that guy out. That's just 3 people. Like I said, he had a triple threat, just lined up 3 ducks or whatever it is that they throw in the sky when they're like shooting. So yeah, he slimed them out. But this girl, just the other day, she was kind of trying to seek some sort of revenge on Ty Lil because she's not hitting academics up for no reason. And let's just circle back to what this girl said, because some people, they forget very, very quickly. So the storyline was that she got taken advantage of by Ty Lil. She didn't want to do it, any of that. This is December. This is almost 2 months ago. You know what this girl, after Ty Lil responded, you know what this girl went on and said on Twitter? The police got all the details, so stay tuned. Well, it's been almost 2 months, Jordan. We've been into. God always has the final say. He's seen and heard it all, and he don't play about me. He's still a rapist. So keep in mind, she's saying that even days after. So she said she just said something out of emotion. Well, multiple days later, you decided to label him that again. And then she says the police got all the details. Stay tuned. She reposted that same tweet. So where are the police at? Where's the arrest at? Where is the questioning at? Where is any of this at? And now she's just trying to throw it under the bus and restart from scratch? No. And some people will probably just see the tweets and be like, man, that's that. Well, do you guys recall when she got on live and crashed out after Ty Lil explained the situation? Let me play you guys the first clip where we're talking about her blackmailing and then trying to get 2 bands out of the guy.
Y'all are all gullible little kid weirdos, and I do not wish bad on none of y'all. Y'all playing with the wrong one. Make it make sense, dummies. $2,000. What the cost $2,000? Not this cat. My phone that he broke with 2 terabytes on it, with all my music on it, all my pictures on it, all my content on it. That's what requested $2,000 for playing with me. Yes, for playing with me, for trying to set me up and blackmail me, for being calculated and premeditated. Make it make sense, dummies.
So here she was trying to get bread, admitting that she asked for $2K for a phone. Which, what happened to this phone? Has anybody found this phone? Please, I asked about this in December when this happened, when I made a video on this. I said, where is this phone? We need some information.
It was no info brought up about that phone, but it was something within those messages at times when it seemed like technically people was making assumptions that she had her phone. Or it's the fact that she probably went on somebody's laptop or whatever. But it was like, come on, near that whole time span, you gonna tell me that you didn't try to go back over there to get your phone? It's a lot of devious things behind this. Like, it just look off. It looks suspicious. Like, come on now.
Did she ever find the phone that night? Did anybody find that phone? Is that phone still up in the air? Regardless, you see how she's moving here? She's moving confident. She's moving serious. This isn't emotional. This isn't her unsure. She's positive about what she's saying in this video clip. And then she's talking about him blackmailing her? What? How? What is he blackmailing her with? What did he threaten to expose? He didn't threaten to expose anything from what we saw. And she's adamant. She's saying like, yeah, I asked for that 2K and no, that's not. And keep in mind, she calls him that term again, the rapist. And then she goes on in another clip.
I don't gotta lie. I got all the receipts. I got everything.
So she's saying she got all the receipts. She's talking about him being nasty, him cheating on his girl, him having a little D, this and that. Well, where are these receipts? You said the police got it. Where are the police? So if any of this was true, and this is the worst part, the most despicable, disgusting part, which is why I never want to see Jourdin having any sort of success on the internet whatsoever. I definitely don't want to see anybody that has anything to say about morality kicking it with her, like bringing her on streams and stuff, because she was all up with her chest puffed out, so confident. What if this went through? What if everyone did believe her? And what if Ty Lil was casted away from AMP? All of the people stopped messing with him. He went back to his mom's crib or wherever. He couldn't stream because he was so disgraced because people believed this girl. Was she suddenly going to say less than 8 weeks later, hey guys, by the way, I'm lit now. I'm seen as a victim. That guy's career is over. I made a big oopsie doopsie. You guys should really let him back into the game because I just falsely accused him. Do you think that was going to happen? Hell no, that wasn't going to happen. That would have never happened in a million million years. So had she gotten what she wanted at that moment in time, she likely would have never reversed it, and that guy's life would have been ruined. But
hold on. Honestly, I feel like if she would got that 2K, right? If nothing had been revealed because she was just trying to find her way to get some publicity and to fuck up somebody's career, I feel like she wouldn't even say nothing after that. She would probably try to come up with a lie because you could see that she's already manipulated as fuck. That she would change her whole narrative. She would probably be like, "Yeah, I was just in the mood, in my feelings and everything," and that whole narrative would change. But at the same time, it's still messed up to even paint a narrative like this because this could be bad for on your end and everybody else. Everybody gonna push people away, like how she was pointing out that people was walking out her life and stuff like that. The same thing happened to Ty Lil and everybody else. There's a lot that's going on behind closed doors or stuff that's being exposed on the internet. This shit crazy.
now that people chose to stand up for him and believe him, which is really just believing the truth, because Ty Lil, from what we've seen, especially with the academic situation and the Kai situation and his old man's, yeah, the guy's sliming people out. But somebody sliming people out does not mean they are what this girl said they are. Those are two different things. So he managed to beat that situation. And it's a good thing for him that this like slimy activity came out after, because if it came out before, the perception would have been a little bit hazier. He would have had a little less benefit of the doubt. And credits to academics because he reviewed this situation and he knew that Ty Lil had set him up 9 months prior, and he did not jump on Ty Lil's head top and say like, yeah, I think this guy might have done that, which that would not have helped Ty Lil at all. That might have honestly harmed him. So she almost ruined the guy's life, and then now she wants to come back. No, we don't ever want to see her face again. There is no such thing as, oops, I made a little mistake. No, you don't make a mistake like that. What? That just goes to show how evil and how dark her heart is, especially if she feels played. And how did she feel played? Because what? He didn't want her to stay over or something? He didn't want to date her? He didn't want to give her exactly every single thing she wanted? So because she didn't get exactly what she wanted, she was willing to ruin this man's entire career and life and relationships and friendships because he would have been casted aside like a black sheep. Yeah. Get this girl out of here. We don't want to see her come back. We do not I do not. I want nothing but exile for her. I won't say harm on her because, that's just cruel. She's never done anything to me personally, but I do want to see her exiled. That is for certain. And it seems to be the case that that's going on right now, but people have short-term memories, especially with chicks like this. Yeah, they'll forget very, very quickly. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Does she deserve a second chance? Did she just make an oopsie? Are you willing to forgive this, or do you think this is something that she cannot come back from? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one.
All right. That was the end of the video. Now, I said enough. Hello said enough in this. Give us the facts and all that. I just had my reaction. But yeah, these are the kind of girls that most people have to stay away from, and make sure that you have them NDAs. Because people will paint a narrative and don't know nothing, and the shit can make you look bad and lose deals and contracts. NILs, whatever, all kind of deals. But nobody should be dealing with stuff like that. And the fact that a lot of things came out about her personality, it shows that you have to stay away from her. And then also the thing about Ty Lil, it seems like you have to stay away from him. Because he's only going to probably be benefit. He's going to see you as a benefit, and then when all the benefits are done, seem like he don't give a fuck. I don't know, but I don't want to keep assuming and criticizing somebody's character. Stuff that I don't know. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments below. And shout out to helloyassine for this video, man. This was a lot. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.